Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you like our content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon so that you'll get the notification whenever I upload a new video. So without any delay, let's start today's topic. Hello and welcome everyone. We continue our discussion on the chapter triangle. This is the second part of the series where I am explaining you some based on triangle for class 7. If you have not watched the previous video, link of that video is given in the description box, so you can go there and check the first part. Since I am going to discuss the entire exercise, the video is going to be a bit longer. So hold your nerves, sit with your textbook and copy and start doing the sum with me. I hope at the end of the video I might be able to clear your doubts regarding the chapter triangle. So let's begin. So our first problem is a triangle is given to you. Now this mark indicates that these two sides are equal. So first we name the vertices as A, B, C. Now in triangle ABC, AB equals to AC. So we write in triangle ABC, AB equals to AC. Now, so this is an isosceles triangle. Now in isosceles triangle, angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Now angle X is opposite to the side AC and angle Y is opposite to the side AB. So X equals to Y. So we write it implies X equals to Y. Reason is angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Now that means these two angles are equal. Next we are going to apply the angle sum property in triangle ABC. So we can say that 80 plus X plus Y equals to 180 degree. 80 degree plus X plus Y equals to 180 degree. Reason is angle sum property. Now since X equals to Y, so in place of X you can substitute Y, or in place of Y you can substitute X. So we write 80 degree plus X equals to 2X equals to 180 degree. Here you can give the reason since X equals to Y. So 2X equals to 180 degree minus 80 degree, since we are shifting this 80 degree to the other side. So 180 degree minus 80 equals to 100 degree. It implies X equals to 100 by 2. Therefore X equals to 50 degree equals to Y, since X and Y are equal. Clear? Now let us solve another problem. A triangle is given to you. Two sides are given as equal. So first we name the vertices as P, Q and R. So in triangle PQR, PQ equals to QR. So in triangle PQR, PQ equals to QR. Now angle B is opposite to the side PQ and angle QR is opposite to the angle P. So these two angles are equal. Angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So here we write therefore B equals to 40 degree. Reason is angle opposite to equal sides are equal. This is the properties of isosceles triangle. Now that means we got the value of B as 40 degree. Then we are going to apply the angle sum property in a triangle PQR. So we can say that A plus 40 equals to 180 degree. So A plus 40 equals to 180 degree, angle sum property. So 40 plus 40, 80 degree. So A plus 80 degree equals to 180 degree. It implies A equals to 180 degree minus 80 degree. Therefore A equals to 100 degree. So the value of A is equals to 100 degree and B is equal to 40 degree. Let us solve this problem. So the first step, we name the vertices. So we named it as M, N, O and this point as P. Now in triangle MNO, side MN is equal to side NO. So we can say that in triangle MNO, MN equals to NO. That means this is an isosceles triangle, and in isosceles triangle angle opposite to equal sides are equal. That means angle B is opposite to side NO and angle A is opposite to the side MN. So these two angles are equal. So we can say that A equals to B. Reason, don't forget to write the reason once you applied any result or properties or theorem. So we can say that angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Now next we are going to apply the angle sum property in the triangle MNO. So we can say that 80 degree plus A plus B equals to 180 degree, angle sum property. Now if we shift this 80 degree to the other side, you will get 180 degree minus 80 degree, which is equal to 100 degree. And since A equals to B, so either you replace A by B or replace B by A. So you will get B plus B equals to 2B. So 2B equals to 100 degree since A equals to B. So from here you will get the B as 100 degree by 2. Therefore B equals to 50 degree. So B equals to 50. So therefore A is also equals to 50. Now if you extend the side NM to P, so this is an external angle. And we know that external angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle. So you can say that X equals to 80 plus 50. So we can say that it implies X equals to 80 plus 50 equals to 130 degree. Reason is external angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle. Or now since this angle is 50 degree and sum of these two angle is 180 degree, so we can say that X plus 50 equals to 180 degree because these two are linear pair, so we can say that x plus b equals to 180 degree. Reason is linear pair. So now b is equal to 50 degree, therefore x equals to 180 minus 50 equals to 130. So in any way you can find out the value of x. Either you can use the external angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle, or you can say that since this is a straight angle, so sum of these two angle is 180 degree, one angle is 50, so other angle will be 180 minus 50. Now let us discuss this problem. So the step 1 diagram is given to you. So first name the vertices. So we named it as A, B, C, D and E. Now this problem can be solved in two different ways. I am solving one of the way and I am explain you the other way to solve this problem. Now say AB equals to AC. So this is an isosceles triangle, and in the last few sums we use the properties that the angle opposite to equal sides are equal. That means these two angles are equal. Since these two angles are equal, we consider this as x and x. So we write, since AB equals to AC, it implies angle B equals to angle ACB. Angle ACB equals to x. Now the first method is, if you extend the side BA to a point E, so angle EAC is formed, and this is an external angle, and we know that external angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle. So we can say that 86 degree equals to x plus x. Reason is external angle equals to sum of internal opposite angle. Therefore x plus x, 2x equals to 86 degree, therefore x equals to 86 by 2. 2 4 ja, 2 3 ja, therefore x equals to 43 degree. Now this is the one way to solve this, or another way to solve this problem is, since this angle is 86 degree, so this angle is equal to 180 minus 86, since sum of these two angle is 180 degree. So once you get this angle, then you can apply the angle sum property, then this plus this plus this equals to 180 degree. So anyway you can find out the value of x. Next we need to find out the value of P. So we get the value of x as 43. So we can say that x plus P equals to 180 degree, as they are linear pair, or BCD is a straight angle. So we can say that x plus P equals to 180 degree. Reason is linear pair. It implies, now x equals to 43, so we can say that 43 degree plus P equals to 180 degree, therefore P equals to 180 degree minus 43 degree. So x equals, value of P is 137 degree. Moving into the next problem, we need to find value of M and N. So we first name the vertices, suppose P, Q, R and S. Now first look at the triangle PRS. In triangle PRS, PR equals to RS. So in triangle PRS, PR equals to RS. Now if PR equals to RS, it implies that angle opposite to equal sides are equal. That means M equals to 35 degree. It implies M equals to 35 degree. And we cite the reason that angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Now, so we'll get the value of M as 35 degree. Now apply the angle sum property in triangle PRS. So we can say that 35 degree plus angle R plus 35 equals to 180 degree. So we can say that 35 degree plus angle PRS plus 35 degree equals to 180 degree, angle sum property. So 35 degree plus 35 degree equals to 70 degree. Once you shift the sign, so we'll get angle PRS equals to 180 minus 70 equals to 110 degree. So this angle is equals to 110 degree. Now look at the triangle PQR. In triangle PQR, if you extend the side QR to S, so this is an external angle for triangle PQR, and we know that external angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle. So we can say that in triangle PQR, we can say that 60 degree plus N equals to 110 degree. Reason? External angle equals to sum of internal opposite angle. Therefore N equals to 110 minus 60 degree. It implies N equals to 50 degree. Clear? Now this can be solved in another way also. This angle is 110. So if sum of these two angle is equal to 180 degree, so this angle, that means angle PRQ equals to 180 minus 110, that is 70 degree. So now you can apply the angle sum property. 60 plus 70 plus N equals to 180 degree. So in this way also you can solve this problem. Now in this problem we need to find out the value of X and Y. Now see, this arrow indicates that these two lines are parallel. So whenever you find two lines and arrow are given, that means it indicates that the arrows indicate that lines are parallel to each other. So first we name the vertices A, B, C. This is D and it is E. So AD and EC are parallel to each other. AD is parallel to EC. Now AC is transversal. Transversal line means Any line intersecting the parallel line is called transversal. So AC is transversal. So these two are in alternate interior angle. So we can say that x equals to 60 degree because they are alternate interior angles, and we know that alternate interior angles are equal if the lines are parallel to each other. So x equals to 60 degree. Now in triangle ABC, AB equals to AC. So the angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So we consider these two angles are equal and we say these two angles are Z. Since in the sum x and y are given, so we cannot consider x. So we consider it as a Z or any other literal. So we can say that in triangle ABC, angle B equals to angle C equals to Z. Let reason angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Now apply the angle sum property. So 60 plus Z equals to 180 degree. So 60 plus Z equals to 180 degree, angle sum property. So Z plus Z, 2Z equals to 180 minus 60. It is equal to 120, therefore Z equals to 120 by 2. So therefore Z equals to 60 degree. So this is 60 and this is 60. Now sum of these two angle equals to 180 degree, linear pair. So if one angle is 60, other will be equals to 180 minus 60, which is equal to 120 degree. So we can say that y plus 60 equals to 180 degree. Reason they are linear pair, therefore y equals to 180 minus 60 equals to 120 degree. Another way to find out y is an external angle and external angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle. So y equals to 60 plus 60, 120 degree. So if you use the property, a particular sum can be done in three different ways. Now the next sum is given as we need to apply the properties of isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle whenever it is required to find out the value of unknown angles. That means in this particular problem we need to find out the value of x and y. So first we name the vertices as A, B, C and D. So the entire angle A is given as x, the entire angle C is given as y. So look at the triangle. If we join this, in triangle ABC, AB equals to BC. That means these two angles are equal using the properties of isosceles triangle. So suppose these two angles are P and P. So we write in triangle ABC, AB equals to BC, it implies angle BAC equals to angle BCA equals to P. Let. So first we find out the value of P here. So P equals to, shortcut way to find out P is 180 degree minus 100, that is the third angle which is not equal, by 2. Or you can say 100 plus P equals to 180 degree. That will also you can get the value of P. Or another way to find out the value of P in case of an isosceles triangle, that if these two angles are equal, so we say P equals to 180 minus the other angle, that is 100 divided by 2. So 180 minus 100, 80 by 2, that is 40 degree. So these two angles are 40 degree each. Now in triangle ACD, all the three sides are given as equal. So it is an equilateral triangle, and in equilateral triangle all the angles are equal and equals to 60 degree. So if we consider this as a Q, so value of Q equals to 60. In triangle ACD, angle A equals to angle C equals to angle D equals to 60, since AD equals to DC equals to AC. So X is the sum of P plus Q and it is equal to 40 plus 60. Same way, Y is the sum of P plus Q which is equal to 40 plus 60. So we can say that X equals to Y equals to P plus Q, and value of P is 40, Q is 60, this is equal to 100 degree. Now moving into the next problem. Now here these two lines are parallel to each other. Is it given? No. The arrow indicates the lines are parallel to each other. So we name the line as ABCD and the point as P, Q and R. So here AB is parallel to CD. And now PQ is a line which is transversal. So we can say that here PQ is transversal. So these two angles are equal. They are alternate interior angle. So we can say that P equals to 60 degree because they are alternate interior angle. So we get the value of P as 60 degree. Now in triangle PQR, this angle is external angle, and we know that external angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle. So we can say that X plus 60 equals to 130 degree. Reason: external angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle. So X equals to 130 minus 60 equals to 70 degree. So value of X is 70 degree. Now next is we need to find out the value of Y. Now sum of these three angles is equal to 180 degree because APB is a straight angle. Here we will not use the term linear pair. Pair means if it is a sum of two angles, but it is a sum of three angles. So we can say that 60 plus 70 plus Y equals to 180 degree. Reason: APB equals to 180 degree or APB is a straight angle. So therefore 60 plus 70 equals to 130. 130 degree plus y equals to 180 degree. It implies y equals to 180 degree minus 130 degree. Shift the 130 degree to the other side to find out the value of y equals to 50 degree. Therefore y equals to 50 degree. So three unknown angles are p equals to 60, x equals to 70 and y equals to 50. Now let us solve this problem. First we name all the vertices A, B, C and D. Now if you remember, I told you this box represent 90 degree. So in triangle BCD, side BC equals to BD. It is given to you. So in triangle BCD, angle B equals to 90 degree and BC equals to BD. BC equals to BD. That means if this angle is y, this angle is also equals to y, because it is an isosceles triangle, and in isosceles triangle angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So we can say that angle BCD equals to angle BDC equals to y, and we cite the reason angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So if we apply the angle sum property, so we can say that 90 plus y equals to 180 degree, or in short we can say that y equals to 180 degree minus 90 by 2. In the last sum also I am using this formula. So 180 minus 90 equals to 90. 90 by 2 equals to 45 degree. So this is equal to 45 degree and 45 degree. Now in triangle ACB, AC equals to AB. It implies, now if these two sides are equal, then these two angles are also be equal. Same reason, angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So consider this as a P. So we can say that angle ACB equals to angle ABC equals to P. Let. So value of P equals to 180 degree minus 30 degree by 2. You can directly find out the value of P. 130 minus 30 equals to 150. 150 by 2 equals to 75 degree. So P equals to 75 degree. Now if you see angle X, the entire angle is a sum of P and Y. So we can say that therefore X equals to P plus Y. Now P equals to 75 degree, Y equals to 45 degree. So X equals to 75 plus 45 equals to 120 degree. I hope you understand this problem. Now the next problem is, here we need to find out value of X, Y and Z. So first, name the vertices A, B, C, D and E. Now look at the triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, AB equals to AC. It means that these two angles are equal. So we consider these two angles as T. So we first start with, in triangle ABC, AB equals to AC. It implies angle ABC equals to angle ACB equals to T. Now first we find out the value of T. So now if you see, sum of these two angles equals to 180 degree. These two are adjacent angle and EBC is a straight angle. So we can say that 120 degree plus T equals to 180 degree. The reason is they are linear pair. So therefore T equals to 180 degree minus 120 degree, that is equal to 60 degree. So T equals to 60. These two are 60 degree. Now if these two are 60 and 60, so obviously if you use the angle sum property in triangle ABC, you will get the value of X. So we can say that it implies X plus 60 plus 60 equals to 180 degree, angle sum property. So therefore X equals to 60 plus 60, 120 degree. If you shift the side 100, you get 180 minus 120, that is equal to 60 degree. So the value of X is equal to 60 degree. Now in triangle ABC, if you extend the side BC to a point D, so angle Y is an external angle. For triangle ABC, Y is an external angle and external angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle. So you can say that Y equals to 60 plus 60, that is 120 degree. So we can say that Y equals to 60 degree plus 60 degree equals to 120 degree. Now we give the reason. External angle equals to sum of internal opposite angle. So Y equals to 120 degree. Now next is to find out Z. So we apply angle sum property in triangle ACD. So in triangle ACD, we'll say Z plus 120 plus 25 equals to 180 degree, angle sum property. Therefore Z equals to 180 minus 120 plus 25, 145. So value of Z is equal to 35 degree. Let us discuss our next problem. The angle of vertex of an isosceles triangle is 100 degree. Find its base angle. So first we draw a triangle, named it as ABC. Now it is an isosceles triangle, so we assume that AC equals to AB. So in triangle ABC, AB equals to AC, since it is given that isosceles triangle. Now these two angles are called as a base angle. These two angles are called as a base angle, and this is the angle called as vertex, angle at vertex or vertex angle. Now the vertex angle is given as 100 degree. Now since AB equals to AC, so angle opposite to equal sides are equal, so we assume these two angle as X and X. So we say that angle ABC equals to angle ACB equals to X. And we give the reason that angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Now either you can use the angle sum property, or directly you can write value of X equals to 180 degree minus other angle, that is 100 degree, by 2. That means 180 minus 100 equals to 80, by 2 equals to 40 degree. So each base angle is equal to 40 degree. Understood? Now moving into the next problem, it is given that in an isosceles triangle, each base angle is 4 times its vertical angle. So draw a triangle. Now named it as ABC. Since it is an isosceles triangle, so we consider AB equals to AC. Now since AB equals to AC, so these two angles are equal and they are known as the base angle, and this is the angle made at the vertex or vertical angle. Now in the problem it is given that each base angle is 4 times the angle made at the vertex or vertical angle. So if you consider this angle as X, so these two angle equals to 4X and 4X. Each base angle is 4 times the angle at the vertex. So we start our problem. In triangle ABC, AB equals to AC. It implies angle ABC equals to angle ACB. So reason, angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So here we consider the vertical angle as X. So these two angles are 4X and 4X, and sum of these three angles is equal to 180 degrees. So we write according to question ATQ, X plus 4X plus 4X equals to 180 degree. Angle sum property. So 4X plus 4X, 8X plus X, it implies 9X equals to 180 degree. It implies X equals to 180 degree by 9. 9 1 ja 9, 9 2 ja 18, 0. So X equals to 20 degree. So therefore angle A equals to X 20 degree, and angle B equals to angle C. Each angle is equal to 4X, that means 4 into 20 degree, that means 80 degree. Now one important concept, this same problem can be given in another way. The question is twisted as, if the ratio of vertical angle to its base angle is 1:4, find each angle of a triangle. Again I am repeating, since here the vertical angle is x, base angle is 4x, if you find out the ratio of these two, so you will get x by 4x, that is equal to 1:4. So the question might be asked to you, if the ratio of vertical angle to its base angle is 1:4, find the each angle of a triangle. So you can solve the problem in the same way. Solution remains the same. Now let us discuss our next problem. Here it is given that the base angle of an isosceles triangle is 15 more than its vertical angle. That means base angle is 15 degree more than the base angle. So if we draw an isosceles triangle, named it as ABC, and since it is an isosceles triangle, so we assume that AB equals to AC. Now in the question it is given that the base angle is 15 degree more than its vertical angle. So if the vertical angle is x, then the base angle will be equals to x plus 15, and since AB equals to AC, so angle B and angle C are equal, so both is equal to x plus 15. I hope you understand. So we assume that let angle A equals to x. Now since AB equals to AC, therefore angle B equals to angle C, and we cite the reason as angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So therefore angle B equals to angle C equals to x plus 15. So here you can write according to question. Because in question it is given that the base angle is 15 degree more than its vertical angle. Now we use the angle sum property. So we can say that x plus 15 plus x plus 15 equals to 180 degree. Angle sum property. Now 15 degree plus 15 degree is equal to 30 degree. If you shift the side, you will get 130 minus so you will get 180 minus 30 degree. X plus x, 3x. So 3x equals to 150 degree. It implies x equals to 150 by 3. 3 1 ja, 3 5 ja, 0. So therefore x equals to 50 degree. So angle A equals to x equals to 50 degree, and angle B equals to angle C equals to x plus 15 degree. That means 50 plus 15 equals to 65 degree. So in some problem it might be given to you that the base angle, here base angle is 15 degree more than the vertical angle. So in other around it is given that if the vertical angle is 15 degree more than the base angle, in that case we consider angle B and C as x and x, and the vertical angle as x plus 15. Clear? Now moving into the next problem, it is given to you as in triangle ABC, AB and side AC are equal, BI and IC are the bisector. Are the bisector means, bisector means these two angles are equal and these two angles are equal. So BI and CI are the bisector. So we need to find out angle BIC. Now first, in triangle ABC, AB equals to AC. So angle B and angle C are equal. So we write in triangle ABC, AB equals to AC implies angle B equals to angle C, and we consider the angle as X. Let, and the reason is angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So we can say that 40 plus x equals to 180 degree. So therefore value of x is equal to 180 degree minus vertical angle, that is 40 degree, by 2. So 180 minus 40 equals to 140 by 2 equals to 70. That means this entire angle is 70 degree and this entire angle is 70 degree. Now since BI and CI are the bisectors, so since BI and CI are bisectors, so we can say that angle IBC equals to angle ICB equals to 70 by 2, that is 35 degree each. Since these two are bisectors, so this is 35, this is 35, this is 35 and this is 35. So these two angles are, this is 35 and this angle is 35 degree. Now to find out the value of BIC, we are going to use the angle sum property in the triangle IBC. So in triangle IBC, angle BIC plus 35 degree plus 35 degree is equal to 180 degree, angle sum property. Now 35 plus 35, 70. If you shift the 70 to the other side, you will get minus 70. Therefore angle BIC equals to 180 degree minus 70 degree, that is 110 degree. So this angle is equal to 110 degree. Moving into the next problem, we need to express A in terms of B. See, in the question no numerals are given to you, so your expression will contain the terms A and B, and that is the question asked. That means express A in terms of B. So first we name the vertices as A, B, C, D and E. Now if AB equals to BC, that means these two angles are going to be equal. So angle A equals to angle C. The reason is angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Now sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. They are linear pair. So if this angle is B, so this angle is equal to 180 degree minus B. And since these two angles are equal, so this is also equals to 180 degree minus B. Am I clear to you? So we write angle ACB plus angle B equals to 180 degree. They are linear pair. So we can say that angle ACB equals to 180 degree minus B, and ACB, angle ACB equals to BAC. So we write angle BAC. Now look at the triangle ABC. For triangle ABC, angle A is external angle, and we know that external angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle. So we say A equals to 180 degree minus B plus 180 degree minus B, and the reason is external angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle. Therefore A equals to 180 degree plus 180 degree, 360 degree, minus B and minus B equals to minus 2B. So this is the expression. Express A in terms of B. Moving into the next problem, it is given that line AP is parallel to BC. This arrow sign indicate the line AP is parallel to BC. Line BP is bisector of angle ABC. That means these two angles are equal. So we first write down the given information that AP is parallel to BC. We can say here given. Also BP is bisector. BP is bisector. And it is also given that AB equals to AC. AB equals to AC. That means ABC is an isosceles triangle where AP is equal to AC. That implies angle B and angle C are equal. So we consider this as Y. So we can say that since AB equals to AC, therefore angle B equals to angle C equals to Y. And reason is angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So first we find out the value of Y. So Y equals to 180 degree minus 60 by 2. So whenever we need to find out base angle of an isosceles triangle, use the formula base angle is equal to 180 degree minus vertical angle by 2. So 180 minus 60 by 2 means 120 by 2, 60 degree. So entire Y is equal to 60 degree. Now since BP is bisector, so this angle is 30 degree. So we write therefore angle PBC equals to 60 by 2, that is 30 degree, and reason is BP is bisector. Now since AP and BC are parallel line and BP is transversal, so X and 30 degree are alternate interior angle and alternate interior angles are equal. Therefore X equals to 30 degree. Therefore now here we write therefore X equals to angle PBC equals to 30 degree because AP parallel to BC and they are alternate interior angle. Now our next problem is ABCD is a square and BEC as is an equilateral triangle. Now ABCD is a square, that means each angle is equal to 90 degree, and BEC is an equilateral triangle, that means each angle is equal to 60 degree. So we need to find out angle ABE. This is the question, and also we need to find out BAE. So these two angles we need to find out. Now if you see first part ABE, now this angle is equal to 90 degree. Since angle B ABCD is square, so angle B equals to 90 degree, and this angle is equal to 60 degree since BEC is an equilateral triangle. So this is 90, this is 60, so angle B is equal to 90 degree plus 60 degree equals to 150 degree. So how you present this sum? So we can say that angle ABE is equal to sum of angle ABC plus angle CBE equals to 90 plus 60 equals to 150 degree. Now look at the triangle BEA. In triangle BEA, BE equals to BA. BE equals to BA. Clear? That means BEA is an isosceles triangle. So we consider if these two sides are equal, so these two angles are equal. Properties of isosceles triangle. So we can say that angle BAE equals to angle BEA equals to x, and reason is angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Now we need to find out the base angle. So formula is x equals to 180 minus 150 vertical angle divided by 2. That means 180 minus 150 equals to 30. 30 by 2 equals to 15 degree. So angle BAE equals to 15 degree. Now this problem ABCD is a square, as we discussed in the last problem. So ABCD is a square and BEC is an equilateral triangle. So we need to find out angle ABE. That means we need to find out this angle, and also we need to find out angle BAE, this angle. Now see, this entire angle is equal to 90 degree because ABCD is square. So we write angle ABC equals to 90 degree since ABCD is square, and this angle is equal to 60 degree because BEC is an equilateral triangle. So we write angle EBC equals to 60 degree since BEC is equilateral triangle. Therefore, if you subtract this angle from entire angle, you will get this angle. That means you can say that angle ABE is equal to angle ABC. That means from the entire angle, if you subtract angle EBC, so this is 60 degree and this is 90 degree and this is 60 degree. So 90 minus 60 equals to 30 degree. So this angle is equal to 30 degree. Now for the second part, look at the triangle ABE. In triangle ABE, AB equals to BE, AB equals to BE. That means angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So if this angle is X, this angle is also equals to X. So we say that it implies angle BAE equals to angle BEA equals to X. And the reason is angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So therefore we need to find out the base angle. So formula is base angle equals to 180 degree minus vertical angle by 2. 180 minus 60, 120 by 2. That is equal to 60 degree. Now this is the last problem of this part. Here in triangle ABC, angle B is given as 54 degree and AB equals to BC given. That means these two angles are equal and we consider this as X. So first we write this as part of our explanation. So we say in triangle ABC, AB equals to BC. Therefore angle BAC equals to angle ACB equals to X. Let and reason angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Now we need to find out the base angle. So the formula is X equals to 180 degree minus 54 degree by 2. 180 minus 54 by 2, that means we will get 126 by 2. That means 2 1 ja, 2 6 ja, 2 3 ja, 63 degree. Now if these two angles are same, that means A and B are also going to be equal, because X plus B equals to 180 degree and X plus A is also going to be 180 degree. If these two parts are same, obviously A and B are equal and equals to 180 degree minus X. So we say that A equals to B equals to 180 degree minus X. So 180 degree minus 63 degree, 170 degree, and the reason is as they are linear pair.